live. So we may be live on Facebook, we may just be in Zoom, but I see people are joining us in Zoom. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Brandy Murphy. I'm the Director of Training and Field Development for nutraMetrix. And I am joined today with Paul Dumas, our Director in the IT group, and Wendy Gold, one of our business analysts, and they've been working with us for the last year on nutraMetricizing, our Market America Affiliate Publisher Network program. And we're so excited to introduce the nutraMetrix version of what we call our APN to you today. So we're going to do 2 sessions. Hi, Beth, I see you. Thank you for saying hello. We're going to do 2 sessions this week and next week. The one today is really about the benefits of the APN program for our nutraMetrix consultants and why they need to be aware of it so that they can use it with their nutraMetrix health professionals. And then we're going to do a separate one next week, same bat time, same bat channel, Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And we're going to be talking about the benefits more for the HP and how they can use the APN program to grow their retail. So we're just going to dive in, and I'm going to start off by passing the controls over to Paul. So Paul, the controls are going to be coming to you so you can share your screen. But while we're doing that, let's just talk about what the APN program is, kind of why it was started for Market America, and then we can start talking about the nutraMetrix evolution. Does that sound fair?
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, great.
So did we successfully share my screen?
I am seeing your screen.
I see it.
Awesome. That's good. So yeah, I'll just jump right into what the Affiliate Publisher Network is about and why we created it. So you should be able to see a test. It's a website that's titled Fit for Life, which is a mock-up fitness center that I create a website for just for demonstration purposes, and I'll talk about that. But the APN program has been around actually for a couple of years, and some of you guys might have seen me at some of the conferences back when we used to do in-person conferences. There were a couple of times we were on the stage to talk about the program, but almost inevitably at every conference I was at least out in the corridor where all the expensive food was in my little table sharing information. So maybe some of you guys have seen me, maybe some of you guys have seen this program, so it may be a little bit of a review for you, but I'm going to just go through the highlights of it and why we created it. But what you can see on this site is this is a website for a fitness center. Again, a mock-up. But you can imagine that the kind of people that go to this website go here to see what kind of programs the fitness center offers, maybe look at the schedule and so forth. So there's a particular kind of targeted visitor that comes to this website. And what we wanted to be able to create was a way for anybody that owns a website, a blog, or any kind of HTML-based property on the internet. We wanted them to have tools so that they could promote Market America /shop.com products. But you know, you've always been able to do the copy paste thing where you could go find a product you're interested in, copy that information, come back to your website and paste it in. But then as soon as we changed anything about that product, if we changed the description or the image or the pricing or anything, now you're out of sync. And the other thing is what you have on your site is static, right? It's just what you pasted in. We wanted to have something more intelligent for you to work with. So what we built were tools that give you actually little snippets of code that you embed into your website. And what those little snippets of code do is it gives you a direct connection back to us. So you're real-time connected to the shop.com Market America product inventory. So for example, what you're seeing here are 3 products on a vertical gallery here. But these products, when the page is rendered, a call is made to our system to pull back information about products within a certain group. In this case, we're looking for things that are heart related within the supplements group that we have. And you can see every time somebody comes to this page, they're seeing something a little different until sometime they see something that they're interested in. And what we pull back is the image, the description, and the pricing, and of course the shop.com logo. And what's nice about this is if we ever changed anything about the presentation of this product, it's going to show up on this website automatically. You don't have to do anything. For example,
let me just chime in for a second. So if they change the label, for example, the unfranchised owner doesn't need to worry about making sure they go back and change out the picture or change out the label or change out the ingredient. Like I'll give you a perfect real-time example right now that we just launched a brand new formula of thermochrome. So if they had thermochrome, the brand new product information for thermochrome would show up there, which is really a great benefit to the person using it, whether they're an NC or a regular unfranchised owner. They don't have to try to keep the product current, which is great.
Exactly. Like you may remember, I think was it last spring or maybe further back, we started using these placards.
Yes.
So when we started using those, this site didn't have to do anything. It automatically came through. So to your point, yeah, once it's sort of a set it and forget it, unless you want to change your marketing, approach. Like if you wanted to demonstrate, present something else to your users, but as long as it's, the right group of products, you don't have to worry about the product information itself. So it's real time, which is really nice. And then if somebody that's visiting your site or your blog sees something they're interested in, they'll just click on it and it takes them directly to that product page at shop.com, or you can also direct people towards, motives or isotonics, and we can talk about that at a later point. But now I'm on shop.com directly on that product page. If this is my first time to shop, when I add this to cart and try to check out, I'm going to have to do, the registration process. But I can continue to just shop. Once I add this to cart, I can browse around in shop.com and just find anything I want or I'm interested in and just continue to shop that way.
So what I love about this is, as an unfranchised owner, is this helps direct people to specific product categories that I select. And this is a portion of our affiliate publisher network program called the link generator that actually takes them off to my shop.com site if I'm an unfranchised owner. And those of you that are joining us as guests today, one of the things that I love about this, we teach in nutraMetrix that we can't teach what we do not know. We can't lead where we will not go. And one of the things that we like to do is help teach health professionals how to retail products. And that means we need to be good at retailing ourselves, and using the retail tools and the marketing tools by the company is great. Part of what we're going to be talking about in this call is how we've nutraMetricized the affiliate publisher network program, made it available for health professionals with the nutraMetrix branding. Notice we're not showing you nutraMetrix branding here because I, as an NC, am selling the shop.com, the marketamerica.com products. We're going to show you later on how we can show the HPs how to use the nutraMetrix products and redirect to nutraMetrix.com. But our focus in this conversation today is, as an NC, how can you use this to grow your business?
Yes, that's a great transition, because when we originally built out APN, we built the tooling so that you could promote Market America products, shop.com products, so forth. And just a quick side note is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Market America product. It can be anything that we sell on shop.com, as long as it goes through one cart. If you have to link off to purchase the item, then it doesn't participate in this program. But here you can see that I'm showing, some clothing and bags and that kind of stuff, which are not Market America branded products, but we still sell them on shop.com. So with that vast array of products, you can find something applicable to any website or blog, because we're gonna have some kind of product that makes sense with that audience. But the thing that we needed some time to solve, back to your point, Brandy, was to enable this to work with nutraMetrix products, because obviously there are some constraints around that. We need to make sure that the people promoting nutraMetrix products are vetted and licensed HPs. That was the thing that we were able to deliver at the end of 2020. So now we can go to HPs and have them promote nutraMetrix products on their sites. But not only that, we did it in such a way that, because there was a couple things we knew about the HPs. One is they put a lot of investment and a lot of time into their websites. So this is another mock-up website that I created just for demonstration purposes. And we knew that when they drive people to their websites, the investment they put into that, they would prefer that they stay in their website instead of being pushed off somewhere else. So even if we'd allowed them to promote nutraMetrix products the way we were doing with the other APN tools, it would have been people clicking off and leaving that site to go to nutraMetrix to shop. So we wanted to find a way to keep them on that HP site, and we came pretty close. And I'll show you how that works in just a minute. But the other thing we wanted to solve is, we know these HPs also can be very particular about what products they want to promote. They may not necessarily have had a chance to experience every nutraMetrix product that we offer, but they've had experience with this smaller set, or they know that this collection of products solves a certain condition or situation they want to prescribe for somebody, like a regimen they want to put together. So we wanted them to be able to hand select products, as many as they want, that they're going to promote on their site. So what you're seeing here is we've referred to it as a kit. And when you come to this mock-up site, you see this kit presented. And these are 4 products that were specifically selected. So you see every time I come here, they're always showing the same ones. And I've got the opportunity here to add just one item at a time to the cart. Or if this were a collection of products that solve some kind of condition or situation that I'm dealing with, I can add the whole kit with one click to my cart. And once I do that, it tells me I have a cart, and I can look at the details of what's in my cart, and then I can go to checkout. Now, when I go to checkout, it's going to create another tab, but just for me to go through the checkout process. It's not redirecting me to another shopping site. So
I love that.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love that for so many reasons, because a lot of our health professionals do put a lot of time, energy, and effort into driving people to their site, and they don't want them to go off. Some of them will also say things like, I don't want my patients to get overwhelmed. Sometimes if you send them to the full nutraMetrix site and there's over 200 products on there, they may get lost from the products that the practitioner really wanted to target their attention on. So like you mentioned, this gives them the ability to create product kits or product regimens with a very specific focus without confusing them by overexposing them to too many options and getting what we call paralysis analysis. When they're presented with too many things, they don't take any action, but it's a lot easier if I know specifically which products my practitioner wants me to purchase. Now, can NCs also create kits if they're going to, I know this version that we're showing right now is the nutraMetrix version, but is there a kit generator for the regular affiliate network program as well?
For the non-HP?
Yes.
That answer is yes.
Awesome. So NCs, when you're marketing, you can set up your own kit to drive to your own website or your blog. So if, let's say, for example, you wanted to do a feature article on digestive health, you could pick your favorite digestive health products, write a blog article about them, create a digestive health kit, put them on your blog. Now, then you can use social media to promote your blog, drive traffic to your website, and you can grow your retail. So I love it whether you're an NC or an HP.
Yes. And the purchases through this tool are just like any other purchase as far as the way the MPCP plan is going to work. You're going to get the same retail, the same BV or IBV, depending on the product. All that's exactly the same.
Awesome. Now, how do I get notified, whether I'm an NC or an HP, if I'm driving traffic to my site and a patient goes on or a customer, if I'm not an HP, my customer goes to my website and let's say they added all of those products to the cart. They added the whole kit. They checked out in the separate window. Do I get an email? Do I get a notice in unfranchise? How do I know that my customer's made a purchase?
So there are a couple of things that'll help you with that. For one, when you go to your ordering history, and I don't have an example of it today with this test account, but in the reference column, you would see an indication that this was an APN related order, meaning that the order was placed through one of the APN tools like your kit or something else. So that's one way. And then Wendy, if I remember correctly, just all the normal emails that go out for an order will be sent to the associated UFO, correct?
Right. There's an order confirmation email that's sent out with the customer details, the order details.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I, as the unfranchised owner, whether MC or HP, I'll get an email. My customer placed an order. I can still do all of my normal follow-up routine with them. That is so awesome. Yeah. And so far we've looked at there are multiple tools within the APN. We've looked at the link generator. We've looked at the kit generator, and then there's something called the widget wizard. When they go in and learn about the APN, what is the widget wizard, and how would they use that?
So this promotion that you see here, where I've got several products together in a little gallery, you create that through what's called the widget wizard, and the address for that is apnwidgetwizard.shop.com. But one thing I'm going to back up real quick on and show everybody is if you go under ordering and go to the apps and feature center, so a lot of people haven't discovered this link yet. But if you go to the apps and feature center under the ordering tab, this is where we've tried to consolidate information about all the tools that are available to you to build your business with. And the APN tools are in here as well. So you can do a search for APN, and it will take you to the tools that are available. There's 2 instances of the kit generator right now, because we just released the one that lets nutraMetrix work with it. But there's the kit generator, the sidebar, and then the widget wizard.
Awesome. And what is the sidebar, since you just mentioned that?
So the sidebar is a Chrome extension that you can add to your Chrome browser. So you do have to use a Chrome browser for this to work. If you hit the get it now, it'll actually take you to the Chrome store and where that extension is, and you can add it to Chrome. And I'll show you how that works real quick. So let's say that you wanted to promote, what's a product that you like on shop.com, Brandy, just anything.
Let's say the new thermochrome.
So if I wanted to promote this on my website, I go to the product page, and then I would have already had, come on, get past that. I have to get to where the link is. One second.
Sometimes when we're streaming, it's a little delayed.
Can you see, let me see if you can see this or not. Do you see Fit for Life?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna go back to shop.com, and I'm gonna go to thermochrome. Get rid of my honey thing, and then the little blue icons are the Chrome extensions in Chrome.
Cool.
You have to be on the product page for this to work. So let me get to the product page. Oh, there it is. Okay.
No, I think you need to click on that. I think that's
Yeah.
there you go.
And then once you get on the product page itself, you open up the Chrome extension, and it shows you these different options. Like here's an option where I'm showing the product, the shop.com logo, the title, and even the potential cashback. I may just want to show the image, or I may just want to use the text, like in a blog or an email campaign. But underneath all 3 of these examples are the snippets of code that I would copy and paste in the appropriate location. And we can walk through that in just a minute.
All in one place, super easy, very, very cool.
Yeah.
So there's so many different applications of how we could use this. I love that you just showed that, because we could just write a blog article and just use the text, or we could grab the kit, or we could grab just, we could create a kit with that product in it, or we could just promote that single product, which I totally love. Where does somebody start, right? And I know, guys, if we haven't mentioned this already, and I don't think we have, on downloads, we do have an APN overview and FAQ that walks you through some of the things that we're going to be talking about, like where do you go to find this stuff. But if I'm brand new to the APN, how do I get set up with an affiliate ID, and how do I know how to do this?
So obviously, we'll start at the point where you're already registered as a UFO, an NC, right?
Yep.
And you'll log into Unfranchise. You'll go to My Account, My Services, and then there's an affiliate publisher site that you will go to, or page. And the first time you go there, it'll say, do you want to opt into the APN program? And you'll agree to that. There's no extra charge, though. There's no extra fee to participate and have access to the APN tools. And once you've opted in, then every time you go to this page after that, you'll see that it gives you your publisher ID right here. And this is important because this is what you use with the tools to indicate who you are. Just so, like, if I'm on one of these sites here where I'm actually clicking through to a page, then it has to know, well, who does this belong to? Who's this order going to belong to? And this publisher ID is what indicates that to us. It's almost like another portal for you. It's a private, unique ID just for you as a UFO.
And it's always stored right there. So if you forget it, or you don't write it down, you can always go back under My Account, My Services, Affiliate Publisher Network, and you'll always be able to find this there.
Right. And then this is where you'll find the kit generator that we've been talking about, where you can actually create that kit that you'll put on your site. Or do you want to walk through that real quick, Brandy?
Yeah, let's show them how easy it is. It's because it is super easy.
So the first thing you would do is just name your kit.
Now, keep in mind, when you do name your kit, the name of the kit is visible on your site. So I've made some test ones before where I put test kit, and then when you go to screen capture it, it literally will say test kit. So whatever you want it to be called, using the example I shared earlier, if you're going to write a blog article about digestive health, maybe you're going to call it the digestive support kit, something simple like that.
Yeah. And so after you name the kit, you'll select what site you want to pull products from. And I'm actually logged in as a test HP, so I see nutraMetrix. Traditionally, you won't see that, or typically you won't see that because you have to be an HP to even see that as an option. So I'm going to select shop.com. My shipping destination is always going to be the United States. I'll hit continue. And at this point, we can start searching for the products that we want to have in our kit. We can search by keyword or by categories. I'm going to do just heart and see what we find. Do a search for products, and it's coming back with all these different products. And we'll pick 2 products real quick so we can make it quick. We'll pick this one. So you hit details, and here you can even indicate what you want the default quantity to be. So back to your point earlier, Brandy, let's say you're putting a regimen together that's a 90-day program, and you know they're going to need 3 of these. Then you can set it to 3 as the default quantity.
Great.
You select that, and you can see how it's outlined to let me know that I've selected this. And then we'll select one of our isotonics. We'll do this one, and we'll leave that. We'll do this one at 3 too. And so we selected that. So now we've got 2 choices. And if we want to review what we've chosen, we can hit the review, and it'll show us the 2 products that we picked so we can be sure we've got the right ones. And then we're going to get a code snippet. This little button here says get code snippet. And when you press on, this is really the magic of what these tools do. So it just generated this snippet of code that all I have to do is copy. And then I'm going to go back to my site and paste it in wherever I want it. So we're going to go to here where I've got a kit generator demo. And just a quick side note, any web editor that you work with is going to have something that lets you embed snippets of code. You can see in this case, it looks like this. I'll actually delete this altogether. So let me delete that. And it's going to say embed or snippet or HTML or something like that. And it's usually drag and drop for your site. And once you drag it there, you just paste in what we just copied. And then you publish your page.
And for those of you that use Web Center sites, it's really easy to do that, whether it's the DMS or a full website from the Web Center program. It makes it really easy in the editor to do that as well.
Yeah, the Web Center app administrative tool already has an APN oriented widget in it. But WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, everything's going to have something that lets you drop a snippet of code like we just did. And so then after you publish your site, you can see that what we asked for is there. There's our 2 products in this kit. Cool. It was that simple to do. Of course, you have to have edit administrative rights on the site. So let's say I'm working with an HP. And they love this idea. What I'm going to end up doing is working with whoever manages their website to show them how to get the snippet of code and how to paste it in the right place.
Yeah, because that's a great point. A lot of times the doctors or the office administrators aren't the ones managing the site themselves. Sometimes they are if it's a smaller practice, but usually they're working with some sort of website development company. And so it's easy just to connect with them and show them how to do this. But what I love about it, like you said at the beginning, I just want to repeat it and reiterate, is anytime that the company changes the product information on the site, it's going to automatically update. So if they make a change to one of those, like the vegan badge, if they make a change to the label, we went through a heart health redesign last year. It went from the green label to the red label. That will automatically change based on what's current on the Market America or nutraMetrix websites, if it's an HP one. What happens if they click on one of the products? Can you just show them what it will look like for them?
It doesn't really do anything because remember, one of the things we don't want to do with this application is direct them away.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. But they can add it to the cart and then they can see the cart, or they can add the entire kit to the cart.
And it says 6 items because remember my default quantity for each one was 3. So they're getting 3 of each one of these items. And now if I wanted to go to checkout, it would take me to that extra tab, and that's where I would complete the checkout.
Now, there is a question about what happens if somebody that's not registered yet, right? So let's talk through 2 different examples here. Somebody that's not registered yet buys this. Does it prompt them to register as a PC?
Yes. Yeah. So if I add this to cart and I go to the checkout process, so I'm going to have to do whatever register. Like if I already have an account at shop.com, I'll just sign in. Otherwise, I'll have to register as at least as a guest. And it's the same process as if they'd gone directly to shop.com. They'll get asked the same questions and have the same opportunities as
And
far as registration goes.
If they are already registered as a PC and they're signing in with the same email address of their PC registration, it's going to just use their existing PC account. I did see that somebody asked a question in the chat box. If a patient finds one of these products on the website, but they're not on the website of the person they're registered to, what happens?
So that's a great point too. If when they click through to actually make the purchase, the last thing that we'll ever do is break organizational boundaries. So if the person that's getting ready to buy this is already associated with another UFO or another HP, then that volume will go to whoever they're already associated with.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think this is great. And I'm so excited about it. I know we've been talking about it coming soon for a while, but everything that we're showing them is live now. Everything about the nutrametricized version, the ability to have nutraMetrix products is live now. And so we encourage all of our NCs to use the APN for themselves. So there was a question in there, does it work with the DMS? It absolutely works with the DMS. So you should create a blog article. And one of the things, one of the reasons why I asked Paul, like if you click on it, does it give you all the product information? It doesn't give you all the product information. So you really do want to try to sell it through a blog article. It would work really great by introducing why somebody, like create an article about why somebody would want these products and then have the kit underneath of it for marketing purposes. That would be really smart. But if we all as NCs created even just one kit and created a blog article about it, posted it on social media, drove traffic to our own blog website, not necessarily our nutraMetrix or shop.com website, our blog website or DMS, whatever your website is on, and create some success stories of how you got customers to purchase through your blog and your online marketing, then you can share those success stories of your own with your HPs and encourage your HPs to use it. And like I said, we're going to be doing this next week as well, kind of an HP specific one as to why an HP would want to use the APN and all the different reasons why it can benefit them and grow their practice. But any other comments or thoughts that you wanted to share with them, either Wendy or Paul? I think we covered all my questions.
Yeah, I was going to make one more observation.
Sure.
What we're looking at here is a kit that was built for a non-HP person, and you can see it's not the most exciting in the world. Which those are some of the things that'll come with next releases. And the color scheme is just sort of gray and black oriented. But what we did do for the nutrametricized version, I like that term, is we tried to follow the color scheme of nutraMetrix and make sure that whoever goes here knows that they're buying nutraMetrix branded items, because we did want to keep that brand identity there. So this is what it will look like for an HP. This is what it will look like for a non-HP.
Awesome. Now, there were a few other questions that were asked. Beth asked the question, if they're not registered as a PC, will they go into the batting pool, or will they be assigned to the HP or NC that is promoting the products? It's a good question, Beth.
The one promoting the products. So awesome. It would be as if you had sent somebody to your portal and they're registering on your portal.
Awesome. And then Gloria asked the question, is it optimized for mobile? So can the kit generator work on mobile devices?
So that's really going to depend on the website it's embedded in. All right, so like if this kit generator is embedded into this test site, and this is the site that decides how responsive it's going to be for different form factors like mobile or iPads and so forth. So that's really going to be driven by the website that it's hosted inside of.
I can tell you, Gloria, we have, between Sarah and I, we've probably worked with about 15 or so HPs that have set up nutraMetrix kits like that. And we all tested it on our iPhones. And we did have somebody, now to Paul's point, the websites that those practitioners were using were mobile optimized, but the kits worked perfectly. We were able to add products to the cart. We were able to check out on all of our testing. So it definitely is able to be used on websites and mobile devices as well. Any other questions? I think I'm just checking the chat box here. Looks like in the Q&A, our questions are answered. Let me check the chat. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you taking the time to talk about why NCs should be familiar with the APN program and giving us a little bit of a walkthrough of what it looks like. Again, there's going to be an FAQ on downloads. It's already there that you can find some of the things that we pointed to. Where do you go to get your affiliate ID? So if you want to walk through it with having a printed document next to you, you can see that. The only thing we don't have in there yet, but we're going to be adding is how to use the Chrome sidebar, because that just launched within the last 2 weeks. Very exciting about that. So we will be updating the FAQ document with how to use the Chrome sidebar extension. And then if you have HPs, I see Elaine wrote, mind is kind of blown with this amazing program. I love that kind of feedback. We're so glad that you love it. But we're going to be talking to the HPs next week. So if you have HPs that want to learn how to optimize their website to be able to promote products using the APN, please encourage them to join us next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And we'll be doing a session like this specific to HPs. Any other final comments, Wendy or Paul?
No, this was fun. I enjoy it.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome. Well, thank you guys. I'm sorry, Wendy, go ahead.
Oh, I said, I think we covered a lot. Paul covered a lot. That's good.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week and have a great day.
Sounds great.
Okay, bye.